trusted news source, ABC6 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Doreen Scanlon. We have team coverage this afternoon of legal purchases of adult-use marijuana in the Ocean State. Many Rhode Islanders already making their way to dispensaries across the state throughout the day. We start with ABC6 News reporter Yanni Tregellis. He's in Warwick, where customers have been making purchases since 6 a.m. How's it looking out there, Yanni?
Good afternoon, Doreen. Well, yeah, just under 6 months since marijuana was first legalized here in Rhode Island, and today, on the first day of legal sales for adults, it's been a busy day here in Warwick. Speaking with some of the employees, they say that they have had a couple hundred people, estimating about 200 people come through the store in the first 6 hours since opening for sales, and a lot of the people here in Rhode Island are excited about this first day of sales. A long-awaited day for many Rhode Islanders.
It's all Christmas gifts.
Even State Senator Joshua Miller, who led the charge to pass legislation legalizing recreational marijuana, making a purchase of his own, with marijuana now for sale to all adults over the age of 21. 5 dispensaries now cleared to sell marijuana recreationally at Aura in Central Falls, Mother Earth Wellness in Pawtucket, the Greenleaf Compassion Center in Portsmouth, the Slater Center in Providence, and in Warwick at Rise Dispensary, which opened its doors at 6 a.m., welcoming Exeter resident Christopher Hampton, first in line to make the first legal purchase in the Ocean State.
In the state.
The whole state.
I am excited. I don't know, I just feel like it's something that I can brag about. Call back to California, Arizona, be like, yo, guys, check this out. So, yeah, it's exciting.
And with a high number of customers expected to come to Rise Dispensary today, the dispensary renting out a shuttle to take customers to and from an adjacent parking lot to try to limit the amount of traffic along Jefferson Boulevard. So if you are coming down, be ready to hop on this shuttle and take just a short ride, but a safe ride over to the dispensary.
Not a lot is different. Yesterday to today, the products are the same. The dosing is the same. And so we're really able to hit the ground running, serving consumers with tested, regulated product that we know that we've previously been selling through the medical channel. And for now, again, just 5 dispensaries certified to sell adult use marijuana here in Rhode Island, but it is expected at some time in the future for the governor to certify more dispensaries across the state to start selling. Another point with the Cannabis Act is by 2024, people with possession laws will have those expunged from their records of marijuana. We're live in Warwick. Yanni Tregellis, ABC6 News.
All right, Yanni, thank you. And now to Providence, where one special man got to be the first legal recreational customer at a dispensary in the city. ABC6 News reporter Natalie Nuri is live outside the Slater Center. She continues our team coverage at noon. Natalie?
Doreen, big day for the cannabis community as 5 dispensaries across the state of Rhode Island can now legally sell recreational marijuana. And at this dispensary in particular, the special first guest of the day says he wanted to be a part of the history of it all. That's 96-year-old Joe Mariah, a World War II vet who was first in this morning. He says he'll probably give cannabis a go while he's drinking coffee, but he wanted to support his grandchildren who own Slater Center and whose family has been instrumental in the push behind medical marijuana for years.
I'm honored because my grandchildren have an awful lot to do with this facility, and I wanted to be part of it. I don't know how long more I got on this earth. I never thought of dying, probably that's why I'm still here. I look at life and say, so is this what people want? Well, I'm happy.
Staff at the Slater Center say they're happy to finally offer this. It's a lot cleaner and safer of a process, and you know exactly what you're getting versus what people might purchase outside of a dispensary. And let me tell you, the flow of people has been consistent here all morning. They actually have someone here in the parking lot that's been directing traffic, so it's been pretty busy. And for those curious, the Slater Center does close at 9 p.m. tonight. But for now, reporting live in Providence, Natalie Nori, ABC6 News.
All right, Natalie, thank you. And with Rhode Islanders now able to purchase marijuana, there are concerns about an increase in impaired driving. AAA wants to remind people that it is the same as if you are drinking and driving. The authorities offering a free program to help educate people on the danger. It's called Shifting Gears, the Blunt Truth About Marijuana and Driving. It started as a program for young drivers, but is now offered for adults. And new at noon today, a Providence man charged with speeding after crashing his box truck in New Hampshire this morning. New Hampshire State Police say 30-year-old McGregor Moyse crashed into the guardrail on 89 in Enfield just before 5 o'clock this morning. There was a winter storm in the area at the time. Police say he was going too fast for the existing conditions. The driver was evaluated on the highway. And now to an ABC6 News update. Authorities are still looking for the suspect in the gruesome murder of a couple in Marshfield. The Plymouth County DA says the married couple, Carl and Vicki Matson, were stabbed and bludgeoned to death. Investigators were called to their home just before 9:30 Tuesday night after someone called in a welfare check. Authorities issuing a warrant for 27-year-old Christopher Keeley.
Keeley was acquainted with the Matsons. This does not appear to be a random act of violence. This appears to be a targeted attack against these two individuals. We consider him armed and dangerous. We do not consider him to be in the area right now.
Investigators say Keeley stole the couple's Jeep Wrangler after the killing, and they are asking the public to be on the lookout. Family members say Vicki Matson would have celebrated her 71st birthday yesterday. Teamster union members at RISD voting to authorize a strike. Custodians, groundskeepers, and movers at the school, all part of the union. A spokesperson from RISD says they've been in negotiations since June. Some progress has been made, but neither side is budging on wage increases. The vote to strike passed by a 95% margin. A campus building at Rhode Island College evacuated last night after a potential hazmat incident. Providence Fire tells ABC6 they responded after a large chlorine tank started to expand. This happened around 8 o'clock on Mount Pleasant Avenue. Fire officials on scene say no one was hurt and the tank was taken care of. And now to the weather as we take a live look outside right now with our sky cam. A lot of sun out there right now, but it is still cool. Nick Morganelli is in the Weather Center with our first forecast. Hi, Nick.
Hey, Doreen, and hello to you. Yes, it is windy out today, but not like yesterday, right? Check out some of these numbers. Just to give you a quick recap of the wind yesterday. 48 miles per hour at Providence, TF Green 47. Look at New Bedford, 51 miles per hour. A couple of trees came down, Foster and Providence, blocking roadways, but that's all gone now. We're still left with some wind, but now it's out of the northwesterly direction, shaving 10 degrees off that 42, so it feels like 32 out there. West wind blowing at 24 miles per hour, wind chill all across southern New England, it feeling like the lower 30s. And that wind is creating some snow showers and flurries across New York State on the lee side of Lakes Ontario and Erie, and making its way all the way to the Berkshires of Massachusetts and the Western Hills of Connecticut and also the Greens of Vermont. But around here it stays clear tonight. That's good for the Fall River Government Center Plaza tree lighting tonight, 4:30 to 6:30, 34 degrees, but it'll feel like 26, still breezy. Overnight lows tonight in the upper 20s with a clear sky, and tomorrow 46 and sunny with a lighter wind, so it feels much warmer tomorrow. The weekend is split. It starts wet. We'll detail that in the 7-day forecast. Doreen?
All right, thank you. Still to come on ABC6 News at noon, we're going to hear from police in Idaho about their efforts to find the killer or killers of 4 University of Idaho students stabbed to death last month. And later, it is World AIDS Day. We're going to show you the very visual memorial event being hosted in Providence today. Back now with your national headlines and the latest from Moscow, Idaho, and the continuing investigation into the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. The community gathered to remember their lives as the police chief speaks out in his first sit-down interview. ABC's Rena Roy reports.
Across the state of Idaho, candlelight vigils to remember the 4 University of Idaho students stabbed to death in their off-campus apartment.
When I would meet people, the first thing I'd say is, well, I have this daughter and she works hard and she has all these great friends in the sorority.
The search for a killer now in its 3rd week. Police say they still have no suspect or murder weapon.
Make sure that you spend as much time as possible with those people because time is precious and it's something you can't get back.
Authorities sifting through a mountain of tips and evidence. The police chief speaking to ABC in his first sit-down interview since the murders.
We're going to provide as many answers as we can.
Authorities maintain this was a targeted and isolated attack, but won't say why they think that.
Part of that investigation, trying to pull the pieces in that will help give us the before, the during, and the after. So we're trained very well. We're also aware when we need to bring in the Idaho State Police and the FBI or ATF.
With a multi-agency effort underway, police asking the community for patience as they work to find the person responsible.
When we do, it'll be one of those days that a lot of relief will come to our community.
And he promises not to let this case go cold. Investigators tell ABC News one victim made several comments to friends and family about a possible stalker. The police chief says detectives are looking into that. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And still to come on ABC6 News at noon, the ratings are in and Providence may be a soccer city. We're going to tell you about the huge number of Rhode Islanders who tuned in for the U.S. versus Iran. Plus, Nick has your full 7-day forecast. That's all coming up right after this. Well, apparently Rhode Island soccer fans are a big group, at least according to the ratings from the latest World Cup game. Fox Sports says that Providence was the #2 market in terms of viewership, only behind Washington, D.C. Boston, Baltimore, and Kansas City rounded out the top 5. Fox says more than 15 million people watched the U.S. take on Iran at the peak of viewership. Al Horford will be wearing Celtics green for a bit longer. ESPN reporting this morning that Horford has agreed to a 2-year, $20 million extension with the C's. That contract will carry him through his 39th birthday. This was the final season of his current deal. Horford is a 5-time All-Star. He's played in 18 games for Boston this year. And talk some football now. The Patriots going primetime tonight. They're back with another Thursday night game as they take on the Bills in Foxborough. The two teams meeting for the first time since the playoffs last season. The Pats have already ruled out running back Damian Harris and O-lineman Isaiah Wynn. 6 other guys are listed as questionable, including center David Andrews and wideout Jacoby Myers. The game starts at 8:15.
And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Nick Morganelli.
And we have a beautiful day out here, but it is certainly windy, and that is causing a little bit of a wind chill, right? So let's look at what we have for temperatures right now. It's 39 right now in Worcester, 42 in Providence, but look at the wind gusts. Upwards of 25 to 30 miles per hour. You factor that in, and we've got it feeling like it's in the lower 30s right now. Yikes. So you need to bundle up if you're heading outside for any extended period of time. This evening, for any tree lighting celebrations or anything like that, you certainly need to bundle up because that wind will still be with us. Look at the cool stuff the wind is doing, though. It's creating the lake effect snows as it comes across the warmer waters. And the warmer waters of the Atlantic, look at the stratocumulus cloud deck out here. And you notice how it kind of is not right near the shoreline, but once the wind gets out over the water, then it creates those clouds. Pretty neat stuff going on in the world of weather today. Off to the west, it is pretty clear. Nothing much going on out there now because of high pressure in control, and that high moves in tomorrow morning. And that stays with us during the day tomorrow. It gives us a very light wind, thank goodness. It'll feel a lot warmer tomorrow. Then on the backside of that high, the winds come out of the south again. Here we go again. This looks just like yesterday. There's a low tracking up into the Great Lakes. There's a trailing cold front, and out ahead of it, we've got this band of rain. So we got to get through that on Saturday. This is 8 o'clock in the morning, just starting to rain in southern New England. That pushes through during the afternoon, and then that front is right on top of us again in the evening. Does it clear in time to push the rain out for any outdoor holiday festivities? Well, that remains to be seen. Saturday night, it's going to be close because behind it, it gets cool and dry again, just like we had today. So this is our weather for Sunday back in here, and that's very similar to what we have today. So it kind of just repeats itself. Here we go. The high pressure sliding on in by Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. And here are the overnight lows tonight. We're looking at the thermometer temperatures in the mid to upper 20s, but it will feel like that tonight because the wind will diminish, and we'll have a light wind tomorrow, sunshine in 46. The wind actually shifts around to the south just at light speeds tomorrow afternoon. Here's your weekend in a nutshell. Windy on Saturday, 58, and rainy. Sunday is the sunny day, 44 degrees. 7-day forecast showing the nice weather here. Pleasant on Friday with sunshine and clouds. And then there's the weekend. Sunday's the better day. That weather lasts into Monday with sunshine. And then on Tuesday into Wednesday, some more showers moving back in.
All right, Nick, thank you. Still to come on ABC6 News at noon, the Royals in Boston. Details on their first night and the wet welcome from the crowd. The Prince and Princess of Wales touring a climate tech startup incubator in Somerville and visiting a Chelsea nonprofit that helps at-risk youth today. It's all part of their 3-day stay in and around Boston. ABC's Trevor Alt has more on the trip so far.
This morning, the Prince and Princess of Wales receiving a royal welcome in Boston. The couple attending a Boston Celtics game Wednesday night, sitting courtside. Hours before, at City Hall, they met with the mayor and Caroline Kennedy, as it was President John F. Kennedy's moonshot that inspired Prince William's Earthshot Prize, the reason he and his wife are in town.
Like President Kennedy, Catherine and I firmly believe that we all have it in ourselves to achieve great things, and that human beings have the ability to lead, innovate, and problem solve.
But overshadowing the trip, controversy back at Buckingham Palace. The prince's godmother, Lady Susan Hussey, resigning amid accusations of racism. Ngozi Fulani, the founder of a women's nonprofit and a black woman born in the UK, says Tuesday at the palace, Hussey repeatedly asked where she was really from, implying she wasn't really British. A spokesperson for Prince William condemning those comments, saying racism has no place in our society.
I don't think it will overshadow the whole trip. I think at the very initial outstages it will, of course, cause a problem for the trip because, you got their own spokesman making comments about racism, comments made by his own godmother, so it's not great.
Tomorrow, President Biden will also be here in Boston, and he does intend to meet with the Prince and Princess. Trevor Alt, ABC News, Boston.
And still to come on ABC6 News at noon, marking World AIDS Day. Details on this tribute that's up in Providence today. Plus, we're going to check back in with Nick for another look at that afternoon forecast right after this. Well, today is World AIDS Day, a day to spread awareness about the HIV/AIDS and encourage progress in prevention and treatment and care all around the world. Here in Providence, AIDS Project Rhode Island marking the day with red scarves across the river. That means those red scarves and AIDS quilt squares that are tied all along the pedestrian bridge, and each one is there to honor those in our community who we've lost and to support those currently living with HIV/AIDS. Doesn't that look so beautiful on the pedestrian bridge right now.
Great. A lot of red flags.
Yeah, really nice.
So we have wind today, but
Yes.
the wind goes away tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's recap this weather for you, and we'll show you the tree lighting tonight. Pretty good, 34 with clear sky. And you know what? Tomorrow night, almost the same weather, only less wind. The weekend is looking like a wet start, and then Sunday, it's sunny.
Yeah.
So that's good.
A lot of alterations to plans. We know tomorrow night the city of Providence has their tree lighting, so it'll be good for that one. And there's going to be a water fire tomorrow night. There's one tonight as well, part of that 3-day festival.
Saturday is the Warwick tree lighting.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
A lot of different events happening. So, all right. Thank you so
right.
much, Nick. And thank you for joining us for the news at noon. The news continues 1st at 4. Have a great day, everybody.